He's in here. He's been feeding for us to do this song for a long time. All right, Josie, let's go.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
It's Ed. I'm the man, dad of the Soul and Love fam. Years ago, you know I had a plan. Be there for my fam as much as I can. Used to get paid for them bars I be spitting. Every city, different women, LMA, it was tripping. Until God gave me vision of the wife I was getting. Traded in my rock star car for the family living. I'm blessed. A J fucking Josiah. She on fire. If anybody try to stop you from dreaming big, look him in the eye and say the devil is a liar. No limit spaceships, we go higher. Used to window shop, now I'm a buyer. JC for infinity attire. Cause Jesus Christ is Messiah.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
Some say AP, why you make so much noise? Why you still play with them toys? Being around kids brings me joy. I'd rather hang with them than my boys. The greatest gift you can give a kid is time. That's why I spend most of mine giving back to mine. Being rich, it ain't just about the grind. You gotta prepare who's next in line.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark.
All right, y'all. This is the part of the song where we need your participation. I need y'all to jump. Jump, 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 jump.
Baby shark, baby shark, baby shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, brother shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, mommy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark, daddy shark. Josiah!
stool.
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap.
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping?
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap, clap.
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap, clap.
I'm happy, I know it, I really wanna show it, but y'all make me hold it, and I can't control it. I'm happy, I know it, I really wanna show it, but y'all make me hold it, and I can't control it. Happy and you know it, say, oh, 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 oh. Happy and you know it, say, oh, 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 oh. Happy and you know it, say, happy. Happy and you know it, say, happy. Happy and you know it, say, it's the body. Happy and you know it, say, it's the body. Happy and you know it, say, it's J-Funk and friends. Happy and you know it, say, it's J-Funk and friends. Happy and you know it, wipe the rug with it, rug with it. Happy and you know it, wipe the rug with it, rug with it. Happy and you know it, wipe the rug with it, rug with it. Happy and you know it, wipe the rug with it, rug with it. Happy and you know it, chest bump somebody. Happy and you know it, chest bump somebody. Happy and you know it, point your hands to the sky. Happy and you know it, point your hands to the sky. If you're happy and you know it, say, what's that symbol? JC for infinity. Happy and you know it, say, what's that symbol? JC for infinity. Happy and you know it, jump around. If you happy and you know it, jump around. Happy and you know it, do the oh so dance. Happy and you know it, do the oh so dance. Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap.
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap,
If
clap.
you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Why you not clapping?
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap, clap.
Happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap your hands.
If you happy and you know it, clap your hands.
Clap, clap, clap.
I'm happy, I know it, I really wanna show it, but y'all make me hold it, and I can't control it. I'm happy, I know it, I really wanna show it. Y'all make me hold it, and I can't control it. Happy and you know it for the So and Love family. Happy and you know it for the So and Love family. Happy and you know it for Dangerous Diva. She my number one, ride or die, she's a keeper. Happy and you know it for Miracle Baby Josiah. Happy and you know it for Miracle Baby Josiah. Happy and you know it that my views is on fire. Happy and you know it that my views is on fire. Happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you happy and you know it, bob your head to the beat. Happy and you know it, bob your head to the beat. Happy and you know it, spin around. If you happy and you know it, spin around. Happy and you know it, dipping down. If you happy and you know it, dipping down. Happy and you know it, touch the ground. If you happy and you know it, touch the ground. Happy and you know it, then smile. If you happy and you know it, then smile. Happy and you know it, give a pound. If you happy and you know it, give a pound. Happy and you know it, subscribe now. If you happy and you know it, subscribe now.
school.
I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. Daddy, can I go outside? Can I go and play? Mommy, can I go outside? Can I go and play? Daddy, can I go outside? Can I go and play? I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. Go outside. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna go outside. Daddy, can I go outside? I just wanna go outside. Mommy, can I go outside? Daddy, can I go outside? Mommy, can I go outside? I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play baseball, basketball, football every day. Go outside. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna go outside. Daddy, can I go outside?
Let's go to the side. We're gonna pull over to the side real quick. What flavor you want? Wilson's ice cream. We got another one. You lucky.
Oh, he wants it. No, he needs it. Oh, he wants it.
You got that right there. No. Somebody said that they wanted the snow one. That was who wanted the snow cone?
Him. No, him.
That was him who said he wanted that. You want one of those too? Oh, no. Matter of fact, where all y'all money at? Right! Hey, y'all don't get back over here. Look at. Ow, my leg!
I just wanna go outside. I just wanna go outside. Daddy, can I go outside? I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. I just wanna go outside. I just wanna play. Daddy, can I go outside? Can I go and play? Mommy, can I go outside?
And what are you gonna do when you go out there? What kind of things are you gonna do? You wanna play with the water guns?
Yeah.
What do you wanna play with? What do you wanna do?
Every day. I just wanna go outside.
On who?
On you.
You wanna wet your own dad?
Yes.
Oh man, do you wanna swim too?
Yes.
What about a jacuzzi? What do you wanna do?
I wanna swim in the jacuzzi in the pool too.
Our job here is done. Now you kids, make sure you go outside. Stay outside. I want to see you outside every day. Video games is fun, but staying outside is even more fun. Because then you can grow your hair like this. Like this. Okay? Stay outside. Stay in school. And then after school, staying outside is cool. So stay outside. Play with your friends. But you got to do your homework first. Do your homework, then go outside and have fun. I just want to go outside. I just want to play baseball, basketball, football every day. All right? So you guys go outside. You're going to be great. You're going to be real great, and you're going to be professionals at whatever it is you want to be. You could be a professional hide-and-go seeker. You could be a professional athlete, a professional master of jokes, a professional bike rider, a professional video maker. Who knows what you want to be in life? But if you stay in the house, all you're going to be is a professional couch potato. So I want to see all of you kids going outside. Go outside.
We got the gift. We on the verge now. It ain't the time of day, it ain't the cheese I chase. If it's the seed I taste, it's cause I'm in your face. I'ma be in this place. If it's the skies I scrape, we not gon' leave the race. The body gon' be here to stay. Yo, repeat this. Full-grown thesis in the streets is lava in the industry, we bring some Jesus. Transform honest people out of living cheaters. Kingdom material, you gotta look and see this. 3 cats about to bust it musically regardless. We got the gift, we giving it back, we don't hide it. I'm Puerto Rican and I'm speaking in the key of highness. Above this negativity, too many write it. Say lie, many boys to consider how to bite this. But I'm not mad, cause what I speak is strictly crisis. Bringing solutions instead of confusions into the crisis. He might just give you the key if you ask for it. We got the gift. Nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound. We got the gift, and nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound.
Yo, I wet the mic, make it hot like a sauna. The body stock is rising, just like Time Warner. Yo, we thirsty, we ready to eat, we catch this beat produced and mixed by the sound architect. The body, we be like 3 separate entities, but man, we flow together just like the Trinity. And now here we be, BBENT. It just used to be the good news at AP, but God sent the gift and say la jewelry swooped them up. Now we 3 blessed brothers, God is filling our cup. And yo, back in the days it was all about potential, but now it's catching shining and our growth is exponential. God made a deposit, son, he put it in our bank. If you wicked, about to get ganked. And yo, I hate the devil like a cavity hates the dentist. God gave me a gift, now I'm giving it back with interest.
We got the gift, and nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound. We got the gift, and nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound.
We on the verge, about to blow and win some souls and be blessed, bros. We rip the show, get the dough. After you hear this flow, no more being hot on the low. The whole world gonna know that we here to take over cities and towns. The groupies wanna find me, Victory ICF is where I'm found. Catching the ghost, yelling, Holy Ghost, come down. Style can't be duplicated, Christ gave us our own sound. We got the victory, never bound by the enemy and his traps. To be the same ass so fat, murder the R and rap. Now it's just app for AP. Cats wanna battle me, they crazy. When I'm around, be more great. Move inside the one that's not magic like McGrady. Street out of 718, it be the livest ones, the flyest ones, who got more heart than Iverson.
We got the gift, and nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound. We got the gift, and nobody give it like this. Listen to the words, righteousness, all the herb beyond the verge now. We not gonna back down, say la AP, good news, the true sound.
Well, God bless you guys this afternoon. I'm excited. This is probably my most special live, my best live that we've done. I would say within the last year, and for obvious reasons. This one is for selfish reasons. My brothers, both of my brothers are with me today. I was about to say my youngest brother, but both of them are younger, so both of my younger brothers. I'm really excited with these guys being here. I hope you guys were blessed by all of the videos that we allowed you to see. That last one you watched was over 20 years ago, and as I'm looking at these guys, they don't look any different than they looked, really not too much in the video. That was about 20 years ago, that video that you watched. It's amazing watching that video. I think I'm trying to remember even how old my son was in that video. It was just so many people that I saw 20 years ago in that video. So amazing. But listen, we are in for an amazing live. This live, as the young people say, is going to be lit. This is going to be a tremendous live because for obvious reasons, I have with me to my right, my brother Jamahl, and then obviously to my left, my brother Kwame. And man, we are in for an amazing live. I need you guys, I know many people are still at work, but I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you to if you haven't done it already, please do it again. I need you to tag people. I need you to share the video. We need as many people as possible to come on this live because I'm going to talk about something in a little while. We're all going to talk about something I believe is going to be a tremendous blessing to those of you that are watching. And so, again, we appreciate Wanda. We appreciate Cynthia. Just want to shout some of you guys out that are watching. Laura Jean, thank you for watching. Sunita from India. Kimberly. I think I saw my son Isaiah watching. All right. Ivalise. Amen. Thank you for watching. Again, people of God, we're going to ask you guys to please tag as many people as possible. Please share this broadcast. This is a special one. Why? Because I come from my angle, but my brothers are going to be coming from their angle. And I think that when we put it all together, we're going to have a great, great picture of what God wants to do in terms of you being successful, accomplishing what God has called you to accomplish. Listen, you are looking at three brothers here. This is family here. And as we talked yesterday, as I was on the set with my brother Jamahl, you guys kept hearing me reference my brother Kwame. He was sitting right there last night while we were on set. And I'm telling you, Jamahl, just with our brother Kwame being here with us, let me tell you this, all of you guys that are coming, if you're going past this video, this man that's sitting to my left, you do not want to go past this video.
That's right.
First of all, for somebody to be able to have 10 kids and all of those kids are good kids, nobody's doing anything crazy, you need to make sure that you listen to what you have to say. I'm only at 5, and my brother here is going on 3. So listen, there's so much stuff that we're going to share with you. Nancy, I see you all the way from Copenhagen, Denmark. Thank you for coming on. All right. Again, we want you guys to share. We want you guys to tag as many people as possible because what we're going to share with you is going to be powerful. Now, what we're going to talk about today, I told my brothers that there's one thing that I wanted to talk about today, and that is discovering your gift or gifts. Amen. Some of us have more than one gift, but discovering your gift. I like to say a gift because I think that there's one main thing that leads to all of the other things. There's one main thing to me that leads to all of the other things. And so what I want to talk to you about is discovering your gift. I'm going to start this off, and I promise. Last week I was watching. There was a famous rapper. Was going to say the name, but I'm not going to do that. He was interviewing somebody, and I mean, he took all of the interview. He just kept talking, and the interviewee couldn't even say too much. It was a powerful interview. He took a powerful person that he was interviewing, but the rapper just talked and talked and talked. I wish I was able to say, all right, man, please be quiet. We know it's your program. And so I'm going to start off, but then afterwards, I'm going to just get a little more reserved and quiet because I want to give my brothers an opportunity to respond to what we're talking about today. What we want to talk about again is we want to talk about discovering your gift. Discovering your gift or gifts. Discovering your gift or gifts. Jesus said it this way, that where a man's treasure is, there will his heart be also. Where a man's treasure is, there will his heart be also. So if you want to look at it this way, we're talking about success. We're talking about being successful, accomplishing what it is that we want to accomplish, that God's called us to accomplish in this earth. And so listen, if you are going to accomplish anything in this earth, notice again, Jesus said, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. You've got to find out where your heart is to unlock your treasure. If you can't locate your heart, you can't find where your wealth is going to come from. And so a long time ago, I discovered my heart. I discovered where my heart was. And really, to be honest, I didn't discover it. It was, for me, God revealed it to me. And my brothers will tell you, which they're going to talk in a minute, I am a dreamer. As a matter of fact, let me be honest with you. I have multiple dreams every day. The crazy thing about this is that we don't always talk about this. My kids are the same way now. Grace is the same way. All the way down, my oldest child, Isaiah, all the way down to the youngest child, Isaac, we're all the same way. We have dreams. Many of you are dreamers, but the reality is that you got to wake up. You got to wake up from the dream, and you have to learn how to apply the things you've seen. Now, this is what's so amazing to me about the live that we're doing right now. Those of you that obviously are part of the church that I pastor, you know several years ago I shared with you a dream that God had given me about my family. And the amazing thing is, I think I may have shared it with Kwame, I'm not too sure. I know I shared it with Jamahl, and it was very, very interesting. And I touched it somewhere. I didn't touch it, I just referred to it yesterday, but I'm going to touch it. It's quick. I'm going to touch it now. So it's weird. We were all together, all of our families. So my brother, his 10 kids and his wife, myself, my wife, my 5 kids, my brother and his kids and his wife. All right. We were all together, and then my father and my mother also was in the house. It looked like we were on some sort of vacation or something. It was like a wooded area, and we were in a big house. We were all together. All right. Now, with my brother Jamahl here being in California, my brother Kwame being as busy as he is, and then me being as busy as I am, to get us all together is unusual. That's not usual because everybody, has their own life and doing their things and building their family and stuff. And so in the dream, I looked and we're together. All of a sudden, as we saw last night, what did we see last night, Jamahl? By our new place.
Deer.
We saw deer. All right,
Multiple
now,
deer.
Multiple deer. Now, this is nothing obviously uncommon to me and Kwame. We're used to seeing deer down here. As a matter of fact, all of you guys know a deer ran into one of my cars one day. Thank God it was a rental car. When I was driving down. I don't know if you ever had that experience down here. Amen. We pray you don't.
Wow.
So anyway, in this dream, all of a sudden, deer begin to break into the windows. They begin to break into the doors. And it was multiple deer that just started jumping. They were jumping through the house. They would jump from one window, go to the other side. Now, when I say multiple, the only way I can explain it is it was hundreds of deer. They were jumping, going all through the place. Now, my gifting, like Joseph in the Bible, I'm a dreamer. And think about this now. Joseph was a dreamer, and God used his gift as a dreamer to bring he and his family into national prominence. Even when you think of Joseph today, when you hear the name Joseph, you don't think a lack of success. You don't think failure. You don't think somebody that didn't accomplish what they were put in the earth to accomplish. So to make a long story short, I'm in this dream. I'm seeing all of these deer. I don't know what to do. And so, of course, I'm the oldest brother, but I'm not the patriarch of the family. My dad is. So I run upstairs. It was so funny every time I think about this. And I tapped my dad, and I said, Dad, there's deer running. They're jumping all over the place downstairs. And so my dad looks at me, and he begins to tell us. He said, listen, go down to the basement. He said, I got a whole bunch of bats down in the basement. He said, go down to the basement. He said, he said, everybody get a bat. Everybody get a bat. And he said, let's get all these deer out of the house. And then I woke up.
He really would say that, too. That's exactly what he fucking said.
So here it is again. You know, I'm just trying to figure out, what did this dream mean? What I don't understand. So again, remember I told you we all have different giftings, right? And so when I wake up, I begin to pray, I begin to do some research, and I sat there in amazement when I got the understanding of what the dream meant. The deer jumping all through the wind. Remember, it was multiple deer. They were jumping all through the place. It meant, it was, God was revealing to me that an extreme level, not just regular now, an extreme level of prosperity and success was coming to the Morton household.
Wow.
That's what the interpretation of the dream was. And so now my father, who we're all like in some way, all three of us, he says in the dream, go get the bats. Now, what does that mean? It means that each one of us, God has given each one of us our unique giftings. He's given each one of us our unique giftings. Yeah. My brother Kwame has tremendous gifts. My brother Jamahl has tremendous gifts. And then God, of course, has given me giftings. And the thing is that in order to be successful, in order to accomplish what it is that God has placed you in this earth to do, you have to discover your skill set. Okay, now I'm saying giftings, but it's really your skill set. You have to discover your skill set. You have to develop that skill set. And I'm telling you right now, when you find the giftings and you develop your skill set and you begin to move forward, you're going to find yourself accomplishing what God has called you to accomplish. Now, as I shift this over to Kwame, this is the last thing I'm going to say. And then you're going to be hearing from none other than my brother, Dr. Kwame Morton. So I was having another dream. In this dream, this is during a season where when I tell you, listen, struggling, I can't even explain to you. I was beyond struggling. Nothing I did was working. Many of you guys have heard me share this story with you before. And I started contemplating, you know what, I just can't do this anymore. I'm tired. Wow. And I don't know if anybody has ever gotten tired. Man, I'm tired. I can't continue to move forward. Nothing is working. Everything is breaking down. And I had this dream that I was in a school auditorium. This is why I'm shifting it now to my brother Kwame, and then we're going to go to Jamahl. And as I was there, it seemed like I was some speaker in a school. And as I was standing on the stage, I was talking to a whole bunch of students. And as I'm talking to the students, they were somewhat captivated by what I was saying. And I remembered these words that I told the students. I told them, never give up. Those are the words I told them. I told them, never give up. And when I woke up with those words on the inside of me. Wow. And so all the way during this long season of struggle, I consistently reminded myself of this dream of me standing before students, telling them to never give up. And this has become my motto. This has become my phrase of this. Listen, when you see this face, you're gonna recognize this face with those words, never give up. And so, but I was in a school, and consider this for a moment as we shift over to my brother Kwame. How would we know as we were watching this video? I don't even know if my brother was a teacher then. I think you were. But how would we know?
I was a teacher, yeah.
How would we know 20 years later, that my brother here would be number one, the principal of the year for the 2020-2021 school year, and then number two would be shifting into being the assistant superintendent in the Cherry Hill School District. Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The assistant super, and then at the same time a black man. That's amazing. Wow. I want to introduce to you guys, those of you that don't know, my brother Dr. Kwame Morton, and just let him just run from here with what we're talking about.
Yeah, fantastic. Wow.
So many thoughts. First and foremost, it's such a pleasure for me to be here today. I'm with two guys that I think I love in terms of guys that are peers, probably more than anybody in this world. And my relationship with my younger brother is a deep, deep relationship. He was my best man in my wedding. Wow. And aside from that, he's a piece of me. And I think with my older brother, I was the best man in his wedding.
Wow, that's right.
Many, many years ago. And what my older brother has meant to me has been so much that it's beyond mentorship. Something that I thought about as you were talking, and I apologize if I call him O, but that's
Speak to me like your brother.
affection. That's affection. But as we spoke about, as you talked about your gifting and your ability to be able to dream and see things forward, another gift that I think that is so prominent for me that you have is this ability to not display behaviors based upon current circumstances or situations, but the behaviors that you've always displayed have been those that are based upon a future reality coming to pass. And this is not a thing that just started when you got in the pulpit and started to preach. As kids, we shared a room for 12 years before we moved. Our first 12 years together, and we literally had the pop-up beds. I had the one bed, and he would pull his bed out. We literally slept shoulder to shoulder. We'd be here. As a kid, mommy and daddy, our parents, made him take me everywhere with them. We're about 5 years apart, but I was there to watch and to see and to watch the interaction that he had. And I remember a time where we were going through, well, first and foremost, as a younger brother, to have a prolific older brother who is one that you admire, and I admired him tremendously, you ride the waves of life with that person. So if things are great with that individual, you're happy as if it's you. If things aren't as well, you're sad as if it's you. And I recall, probably I was about in 8th grade or 8th or 9th grade, somewhere around that time, and I remember when you initially went to college. And when you went to college, it was rough. It was rough because of various things and experimentations and things along those lines. And it was tough in our house. And Molly, I don't know if you remember this because you were very young,
I remember.
but it was tough. Daddy was frustrated with a lot of things and decisions that were being made, and mommy was worried as well. And for me, things I was as sad as anybody because things weren't flowing how I thought they should for my brother. And I remember when you came back home, it probably was like toward the end of, I don't know if it was your first or second year, when you came back home, and it was like everything that we had hoped for would happen didn't happen. And we were faced with this reality that, am I a failure or not a failure? And I recall us standing right next to the den, and in the face of this failure, I'm miserable. I'm ready to commiserate, and I'm ready to be miserable along with it. And I'm like, oh, man. But I remember it was probably the first day you got back. You came back, and you said, Kwame, you know what? I made some serious mistakes. You said I made a lot of mistakes. He said, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the mistakes that I made, you're not going to make those mistakes. He said, where I failed, you are absolutely not going to fail. And it resonated so deeply with me and touched my heart. I mean, it was like a plug getting plugged in and electricity just sparkled. And this light just came on. And not only did he say that, we applied that to basketball at the time because I wasn't that good of a player and I wanted to be a good player. And that summer, we started to go and we started to work out every single day. We went to a YMCA in Coney Island, and every single day, my brother, in spite of the fact things didn't go right for him, put this time in with me, and we would play one-on-one, and we would work. And he would tell me, you're going to be the best. He said, you're going to be able to do X, Y, Z. You're going to be able to be great. By the time that you are 15, 16, nobody's going to be able to get with you. And I didn't believe it. I'll be honest with you, I didn't believe it. But what I was developing in terms of my gifting is, one of my gifting is that I'm willing to work and toil and put effort at something. And one of the positive things are when you yesterday you guys talked about mentorship and surrounding yourself with greatness. The reason you want to surround yourself with greatness is that even when we don't have certain areas that are giftings within us at a certain time, you can borrow it from another person. I borrowed the dream piece from my brother because my brother told me that I was going to be great. And I believed him. I believed him. And so much that has happened in my life, and I can talk about every step of my life and at every point in my life, what I'm doing now, where I live now, my family structure, the way that I think about the world, the way that I believe, I think optimistically. That's him. I naturally don't think optimistically. I naturally think that things may not work as well, and it gives me a little bit of trepidation and fear, but I learned to borrow that from my brother. I learned that. So I tell anybody who will listen that I owe this guy so much. I owe him so much that because when I was a person who lacked confidence, didn't fully understand what I could accomplish and how I will move forward in life, I got that from my brother, and I've been able to borrow it. And now I believe that way. Now that's exactly how I flow and how I operate. So that's another thing I'll say about you. And I think, as I've watched your life over the years, current circumstances don't get you down. Even if they may get you down, it doesn't appear that they get you down. It's always pressing forward. And I think that is that's just absolutely tremendous. And I'm just grateful and appreciative of it. And before I let Morley go into something else, what I've always tried to do as well is that, there's a spirituality that we have, and in many instances, people question the Bible, authenticity, and things like that. So there's opportunities where you see things in the world that are based upon research where you can marry things in the Bible as well. And there's this idea that when you are discovering your gifting or you're becoming great at something, first and foremost, it starts with interest, right? So I believe that God bestows interest or gets people to bestow interest in a specific area, for us. And when we have that interest, the interest alone is not enough to develop the gifting, right? So now I need to be able to take this interest and I need to be able to craft it and work at it and apply it and work at it over the years. Now, in the world, psychologists will tell you, there's a gentleman by the name of Eric Erickson who did a study on this concept called deliberate practice. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard of deliberate practice, but deliberate practice is the research that impacted the theory, the 10,000 hour rule. You've heard the 10,000 hour rule.
Until success.
So 10,000 hour rule is simple. It says that experts, people that become experts at whatever it is they do, that there's this quantifiable number of amount of time that person has to spend at that before they develop into expertise level. And that rule is the 10,000 hour rule. So,
some stuff, man.
so if you engage in a specific task or a specific area, a specific gifting, and you put in 10,000 hours at it, at around that point, you become an expert at that thing. So whether it be Bill Gates, who was applying his information to coding, or Mark Zuckerberg, who started the Facebook app at Harvard, I believe that he was at, or if it be AP, who was staying up all night and working on the computer and working on the internet and figuring out ways to bring monetization using electronic means, you're developing that craft. Or whether it be me, who was at Kaiser Park in the dark, shooting a basketball and developing a 3-point shot. So it's that 10,000 hour rule. So deliberate practice is what supports that area of interest. You marry that stuff together, that's where you further and that's where you develop your gifting. So,
Wow.
Molly.
I want to hear more from the doctor. But what I will say is to expound on that, where I fit into the scheme of things is first, my brother Kwame just talked about having such a great example in our older brother Omar. So having this first great example, I also had the second great example. So having both of them and being able to be their cheerleader. I have been both of their cheerleaders, their assistants, and whatever they do. It does not matter what the task is, little bro is going to be there and be a part of it. So what that did for me is me constantly cheering for my brothers, it made me want to see them on the highest scale possible. So I'm watching. It's like you're watching your favorite player. You're watching LeBron. You want everything to go right for LeBron. You want the right players to be in place for LeBron. You want, you become fanatical over this particular person. So this is how I have been with my brother Apostle Omar Morton in ministry. This is how I've been with Dr. Kwame Morton, even before he was Dr. Kwame Morton, when he was Kwame Morton, the basketball player. Well, I'm going to be your ball boy. All right, we making music. All right, well, I'm going to get involved in that. Even if they want to talk about their love lives, I'm involved in that. So now with my brother Kwame talking about the 10,000 hour rule, over here we have two experts. And me being the fan, I know they're experts. And I see other people who maybe they're experts as well. They're experts as well. And I see the fruit that has come from them being an expert. And I say, man, I have these experts right within my own household. Why aren't they getting the same opportunities that these other experts are getting? And what that did was it pushed me to invest 20,000, maybe 50,000 hours into figuring out how can I market and promote these other experts that the rest of the world doesn't know to the world. So that everyone knows that these experts exist and they deserve to be celebrated. So that is what my gift is. You want to talk about gift? That became my gift. My gift became the gift of marketing. The gift of marketing to be able to first identify. First, you have to identify the talent. Identify people with talent. Then be able to cultivate, help them cultivate those talents that they have. I'm there. All right. He's got a talent. He can shoot. He can do. All right, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be a part of it.
This is awesome.
He's preaching. Okay, bro, I'm right there with you. I'm a part of it. You need your first amen to get the rest of the crowd going. I'm there. I'm gonna give you that amen. So I'm that guy. So what ends up happening from that, where you're able to help people cultivate their gifts and help push them to the next level, is through you serving other people. Now you're able to be blessed.
Powerful.
So many people know me, and I'm like this because I try to be modest, but I can't front. I go places and people say, "What can't you do?" That's what they say to me. Man, what can't you do? And I'm able to do so many things because I was of service to great men, great people. So it's important for you to get with great people, all right? Get with great people. Learn as much as you can from those great people, and it's going to take you to another level. So what I've been able to do, I go by Coach AP. CoachAP.net is my platform where I help people who have gifts like my brothers, help people who have gifts like the people who are watching now. And we're going to take your gifts to the next level and help you guys become multi-millionaires. If not billion, my brothers know. Like, I'm super proud of you. I am super proud of you both. But sometimes we talk, I don't know what's on your mind, but I'm sure I've always come to you with more.
Sure.
I always come to you with more because you deserve it. I know you deserve it. So me being a visionary, I see you with more than even what you have today. So I see you guys, the audience, I see you guys with more, with so much more than you have. Some of you are doing well, some of you might be struggling, but we can take that to a whole nother level. I see you being able to live the lifestyle of your dreams. If you're a dreamer, if you have a vision of something that you want to do, that you can see yourself doing, it can be done. And my brothers can tell you that I'm living proof of that because that's the lifestyle that I live.
Yeah, I think just to add to that, I think one of the things that was very interesting to me is the last time that I came out to visit you, it was a couple years ago. I was at a conference in L.A., so I stayed with little bro for a couple days. So I sat down one day and watched him work, and he was explaining to me how he goes about finding the viral moment and how he actually creates views and works this marketing plan. It was genius. I'm a person, I went to school, I have a degree in business, my first degree. I have a bachelor's of science in business, and I'm sitting there shaking my head. I said, yo, all this stuff you're describing right here is what you would get through an MBA program. So for you to get this stuff right here, this is divine. This is unbelievable that he has that level of knowledge and experience. And I still remember, I don't know if my face looked different that day when I was looking at you, but I was blown away. I was blown away with your understanding on how to use, first of all, find a viral moment, then use that to build another piece and another piece. It's no coincidence that there's so many channels that you had that are successful. And he has been talking to me for years about, I think from the very beginning, before it seems like even you had any channel that blew up, he was like, you got to get in this. You got to start filming your family. People will love your family. Y'all, it's 10 kids of y'all. And I'm just a very private person, so I chose not to do that. But he's still talking to me. So I think he's wearing me down a little bit, but we'll see.
Yeah, the idea was more 10, right?
Yeah, more 10. Yeah.
Here's the question that I have for you guys, and you can dive in with this. Now, I don't know if you guys realize that this is not really the norm, that this is actually abnormal. It's abnormal for our nowadays and our culture, but the reality is, but the point is that what you just said was that in addition to daddy, in addition to mommy, basically what you said is you had two great brothers to be able to follow and to be able to serve. Mm-hmm. Now, if we just think of some of the families that we've grown up with in the various places we've lived, we know that that's not the norm. Because the norm would be for you to go your own direction. When Kwame started off, he started talking about how he was with me all the time. The norm would be for me to go my way, for Kwame to go his way, and for you to go your way. Mm-hmm. Kwame mentioned how I used all of the mistakes that I made to be able to say my brothers are not going to do the same thing. And so then I start working with him, and then obviously Kwame was working with you, and I work with you as well. Mm-hmm. But the point is that this is not the norm. Mm-hmm. This is not the norm. I don't know. How can you comment? How can you comment from somebody that's watching, somebody that's listening? A lot of the people that I deal with, their families they really have struggles in their family. I mean, when I say struggles, I mean like stuff that's unimaginable in terms of the level of struggles they have with their siblings. One young lady, for example, came to church last week. It was so amazing. Shout out to Princess if she's watching. She came all the way from Connecticut last week. She's a tremendous chef. She made all kinds of food, brought it with her. And I know, as we've prayed together, that she's not had the greatest relationship at all with her mother. Make a long story short, her mother watched the service last week, and her mother reached out to her and told her, next time you go to that church, bring me with you. Wow. But the point is that when she explained to me her relationship with her mother and grandmother, I mean, it was when I compared it to our relationship with our mother, and then of course our relationship with the grandmothers we've had, it was just something different. So we're acting like this is normal. But this is actually not normal. You got to talk to that. You got to talk about that one there.
Okay, I'll say something first. So for me,
well, Princess says she's here.
For me, what I'll say is we have great parents. Shout out to our parents, Sandra and Anthony Morton. So shout out to our parents first.
Yes.
And foremost. But for me, the shift there was a shift in our family once you dedicated your life to Christ. Once you dedicated your life to Christ, our whole family began to shift. The shift that was made, I mean, because of the type of person that you are too. You're a very strong, you're a strong man. Like you said, you're a dreamer as well, strong individual. So, you know, we began to get more and more deeply rooted in the word. And for me as a child, I constantly was around that. I constantly was in church. I remember speaking in tongues for the first time at 8 years old.
Wow.
At 8 years old. So I constantly was around the things of God. And I bring that up to say this, that God, when you have a relationship with Christ, that is, when that is the center of your life, the center of what you do, that is where that shift can come within your family. Because when you operate with God's love, you want to see your brother doing well.
Absolutely.
You want to see your sister doing good.
Absolutely.
And when you know who you are in Christ, you know that your time is coming. So because of that, there's no, oh, well, my brother got this. Well, what about me? It's like, wait a minute. That's my DNA right there.
Absolutely.
When I look in the mirror and when I look at him, I see a part of me. When I look at Kwame, I see a part of me. So his success is my success as well. His children's success is my success as well. So that is something that I am a part of. So when you know who you are in Christ, you will celebrate your brothers and sisters. So for me, it starts with that. It starts with that. I'm happy to see you succeed. And had it not been for having that relationship, it might be different. You might have a different outlook on life. So it starts within your spiritual walk. I would say that it starts at home first. If you can get that straight, it doesn't matter what happened in previous generations. If you can, all it takes is one. That's why I brought you. All it takes is one. All it takes is one person and you have to be strong and firm on what you stand in, what you believe in. If people can see a shift, because I'm sure you've shared your story plenty of times. My brother, awesome guy, but he was going through different struggles. You know what I mean? To see someone act one way, substance abuse, alcohol, drugs, all of that, and then go cold turkey. Who did that for him? Because I want to know a little more. You know what I mean? So we were made a believer when we saw God's work in your life. So it was like, okay, there's something here. Let's continue to see how things continue to progress with that. And it began to make a shift in our whole entire family, even down to the extended family as well. So that's what I say. When you keep Christ first as the center of all things, then you can build a family the way that our family is built.
What's your perspective, Carl?
Yeah, so my perspective is, I've had quite an opportunity to do a lot of research about our family, the development of our family over the years. And, as I've done that, the level of appreciation, gratitude, and love that I have for our parents, you mentioned Sandra, Howard, Anthony Morton, and Sandra Rose Morton, has exponentially increased. Molly and I were talking just the other day, and I said, just think for a second. At one moment in our parents' lives, so my father, and I'm sure he doesn't mind if I mention this, but our father was in a juvenile detention facility.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
So in New York City.
Yes.
In New York City, in a youth juvenile detention center.
Wow.
As an older teenager, right? So as an older teenager. So while in that, clearly, if you're in that situation, like things aren't going well for you and you're mixed up and, having some difficulties with some maladjustments. He comes out and probably within a year or so of getting out, got his girlfriend at the time pregnant.
Wow.
Got his girlfriend at the time pregnant.
Wow.
And ultimately, these two became teenage parents. This is the product right here, teenage parents. So you know,
18 years old.
18 years old. Like, so you think about situations that things happen so quickly, but just imagine, my daughter now is 19, but my son is about to turn 17. I couldn't imagine if they would come home and say, I'm pregnant, and you know, I couldn't imagine what I'd think about the other guy and how I would respond to it. It would be a tough situation.
Yes.
High school graduates, but no real degrees and no promise for the
Skills,
future, no skills, nothing. So our parents and our fathers are driving force behind this, but Dad puts together this understanding and this plan for what type of life that he wants to have, and ultimately how he wants his family to go. And initially, I think when Omar was born, they weren't even together, right? He has been ostracized a bit from the family.
Wow.
And maybe when Omar was 6 months, that story is 6 or 7 months, Mommy tells me he comes over and you looked at him and y'all lock eyes and something happens where his heart changes or his heart warms back up and he remembers these lessons.
Wow.
He remembers these lessons that he had been taught by his father. Yes, he remembers these lessons. He had been taught by his father, and that level of nurture and responsibility that we see now from our father, that's it. It's there. So he's 18, 19 years old. He's a kid at this time.
Wow.
And takes on this responsibility to say, this is the direction I'm going to go in. This is what I'm going to do. Now, I come into the equation. I think they had just gotten married a year before, October 12th. I come into October 6th. I'm born not the next year, but they're 23 by the time I'm born. Wow. So you guys had lived life. Like, y'all had lived life and trying to figure things out. I'm born afterward, but you're at this moment. What do you do? What do they do? Daddy finds the program. It's called EOP, Educational Opportunities Program. It allows you to be, this program is a federal program, allows you to be able to go to college and go to college for free because of economic disadvantage. So you can go to college for free, so now I can better my family. One of the most genius things that ever happened. I'm a kid. We were living with grandma at the time. We moved back over. We're moved back to where his family's from, right? Daddy's from Fort Greene Projects, mommy's from Farragut.
Yes.
But we didn't live in Fort Greene. Where did we live? In University Towers.
Yes.
Now, if you talk to mommy and daddy, you talk to daddy especially, why was that significant? So they're born in 1949. 1949, you know what the world is like in this country, right? There's tremendous segregation. You have Plessy versus Ferguson, which said that things can be separate, right, by race. This fake construct of race, right? So things can be separated by race. 1954, you have Brown versus Board of Education, which says that type of segregation is illegal and that kids can now go to schools and be in integrated schools. So it's significant that happens during their lifetime because your mother got bussed out for high school and went to another high school.
Yes.
She gets bussed out. Even though daddy goes, I think he went to like Eastern District or something. He goes, he's in the schools where he's stuck, right? He's going through the schools there and not having an opportunity to see more and experience more, but mommy does.
Wow.
But nonetheless, when it came time for us, they moved literally across the street from Fort Greene, pay probably all the money they were making. I think they were making $13,000, one of them, and another one making $14,000, $15,000 at the time. Wow. Pay all the money they have so that we could live in University Towers. We hung out in Fort Greene. We were always in Fort Greene, but by living there, what does that allow us to do? What school do we get to go to?
Yeah, PSA.
We got to go to school in Brooklyn Heights, which is another neighborhood, and that allowed us to develop other skills, right? So you learn how to deal with a diverse population of people. You learn how to, and we had consciousness of who we were as individuals. This stuff is related to Omar, and daddy's at work. But Omar relays this stuff to me. So I'm learning the stuff that daddy taught you. I'm learning it from you. And that was my job to do it to Molly.
Wow.
But we go to PSA, so we get this other experience. We get this other exposure, you know, and that was a gift for us. That was an absolute gift. It was an absolute gift to have that opportunity to be able to be in a situation and be immersed in a situation, but also to be able to have great opportunities. So when I think about it, I go back to our parents. I know it's not the norm, but they provided us with extraordinary experiences.
Absolutely.
They provided us with extraordinary opportunities. And, you know, as Daddy and I talk about, opportunity, well, success really is a combination of receiving this opportunity and then preparing yourself. That's the 10,000 hour rule. That's deliberate practice. Preparing yourself for the opportunity, and that's what ultimately equals success. So a bridge has been built for us by our parents. We are just walking across that bridge and trying to extend it for our kids as well, you know, and that's the hope that we have. And because of that way that they've done things for us, you know, one of the greatest things is this level of appreciation for one another. I have never, ever, ever felt any competition from my brother. I was his biggest cheerleader. I would go to Satellite West after and watch his games, and they used to call me Little Omar, and I took great pride.
Good, right?
I took great pride in being called Little O.
Little Quant feels great.
I loved it. I loved it. Yes, I am. I'm Little O. I loved it. But it's just been phenomenal, the relationship I think that we've had, and I've so appreciated. You know, there's no competition. And I had one of the greatest honors professionally. I had probably the greatest honor professionally last year. My Gracie Poo, my niece is sitting right here. So I'm looking at her right now. And you guys all know Grace, but Grace Grace graduated. I was able to graduate my niece Grace from high school last year. Oh my gosh, that was the greatest professional experience that I have ever had. Mainly because I love her so much, and I do love her and all my nieces, my other nieces and nephews, but I love my brother. I love my brother. So that was a tremendous thing. I'm sorry for talking so long, but
the amazing thing about this is, man, so now, because we're all sharing different perspectives, and so obviously my brother's talking about. He really was modest. He wasn't really talking about many of his accomplishments, which I'm going to talk about. And then obviously the same thing with my brother. He wasn't really saying too much about his stuff. But I want you to get this picture. So just imagine you guys that are watching, imagine several weeks ago, we all know brothers that hate each other.
Yes.
We know brothers that call each other the devil. Mm-hmm. I mean, we know brothers that don't really have that strong a relationship the way that we do. But think about this for example. So you talked about, man, you shared some stuff, Kwame. Man, your perspective and your angles of mommy and daddy, that was really amazing.
Amazing.
So now just imagine I'm this young child that's born, and I'm the first grandchild on both sides. On the Morton side, Spivey side. Wow. So now you take me and you put me inside the Spivey household with, I'm not going to say all my uncles' names, with all the uncles that was there. The aunts were cool.
Yeah.
But the uncles,
Cool.
The aunts were cool. The uncles were upset that I was getting all this attention.
Yeah.
And so now my uncles used to terrorize me.
Yeah.
If you remember, I don't know if you guys don't know this, but in my pictures, and a lot of my pictures, I would have bald spots.
Yeah.
Because these guys they would terrorize me so bad that I would be so stressed out that I would just pluck my hair out of my head.
Wow.
I mean, just imagine somebody terrorizing you so bad that you just grab your hair and you just rip it out of your scalp.
Wow.
And so I'm ripping my hair out of my scalp. And when you looked at pictures of me from up until about maybe 3, 4, I would always have bald spots in my head. And then on top of that, not only did I have bald spots, I would stutter. Yeah. And I developed that nervous condition again based upon my uncles doing all of this stuff. But here's the thing that's amazing. God allows each one of us to be put in the circumstances we need to based upon our future. And so, but here's the thing. So I grew up in that household. I'm the firstborn child. I don't have any siblings. I have no other cousins either.
Yeah.
Because I'm the oldest. Wow. I'm the oldest grandchild. Yeah. So I have nobody. So all of a sudden, mommy tells me she's pregnant. I'm 4 years old. 4 years old, going on 5. Yeah. Mommy tells me she's pregnant. So you can imagine how I felt when I actually realized that I had a brother being born, which was Kwame. And so here it is now. My brother is born. I feel a sense of pride. I feel a sense of responsibility to be there for my brother, to protect my brother, to take care of my brother. I'm even remember one day my brother had a situation at school. My brother called his older brother, and me and somebody else went to the school to take care of the situation. I've always felt that sense, and so when I saw my brother several weeks ago voted in as the New Jersey, even though he told me, but just to see it happen, when he became the New Jersey Principal of the Year, when I started hearing all of these wonderful things take place. For example, I'm gonna give you an example. During my brother's playing days in college, my brother, this guy was an amazing player and shooter. I mean, can you imagine? I think it was your first game, Kwame, when we drove down to. As I think about it now, I mean, I'm ashamed at the few games that we actually saw you physically play. But the reality is, I think we came down for your first game when you was playing Slippery Rock, right? Was that your first game?
I think it was probably fifth or sixth.
Fifth or sixth game. Yeah. So I don't know if Jamahl remembers, but I'm at the game. My brother starts off the game. He's missing a couple of shots. He's playing against a guy that later winds up playing for the Pacers, right? Timberwolves. Yeah. There you go. He wound up playing a couple of years in the league, right? Yeah. So I'm watching this guy. I'm watching this guy on a layup line doing reverse 360s. Not the normal 360, going the other way.
Doing the Vince Carter before Vince Carter.
Doing the Vince Carter before Vince Carter. Yeah. And so I'm watching this guy, and I'm like scratching my head like saying, man, my brother's in trouble. And make a long story short, as my wife and I and my family's at the game, my brother catches fire. He winds up, I think he hit 8 3-pointers that game. Yeah. I mean, I couldn't explain it to you. I was yelling louder than anybody that was in the stands. Yeah. I mean, I'm just sitting there watching my brother and remembering all the time that we put into the gym. Remembering all the time of being in Kaiser Park shooting in the. I'm just remembering everything. And I see my brother there. He winds up scoring 26 points. I think he scored. 26, and but now here's the thing. I was young enough where I was able to play with him, Marley, if I wanted to.
He wanted to play bad.
I wanted to play bad, man. I'm being honest.
And he wanted to be out there so bad.
But the point is that was during the time I started. I was at the beginning stages of like pursuing the ministry and stuff, and I knew that I couldn't go in that direction. But the point that I'm trying to make is to watch my brother do that. It was almost like I was there physically myself doing it. Yeah, and so to watch him, to be honest, my love for my brother is so strong, I didn't even need to play. He was playing. I didn't need to shine. He was getting the shine. And so for him to shine, even being my younger brother, I'm reveling in the moment as I'm watching him do all of this kind of stuff. And so the point that I'm trying to make to you is that his birth was not me being upset now that, oh, there's another mouth to feed. Oh, there's another person now coming forth that's gonna take my shine, that's gonna do whatever. Nah, when my brother was born, I celebrated his birth. And the point is that the same way I felt when he was born is the same way I felt several weeks ago when I saw him as the Principal of the Year. And, as a matter of fact, people have been asking me, hey, Apostle, pray for me. I want to move to New Jersey. I'm telling them, I said, you want to move to New Jersey? They said, yeah. I said, you better come somewhere near Cherry Hill. Not because I live there. I keep saying, my brother runs the city, man. My brother this, my brother's that. And so it's the same thing that you heard my brother Jamahl say about myself, say about my other brother. And so the whole point is that I just want you guys to know that this love that we have for each other is genuine. It all goes and obviously goes back to our parents. But the fact of the matter is that when you want everyone around you to win, it makes it easier now to move when you see greatness. See, my brother Jamahl's greatness doesn't intimidate me. My brother Kwame's greatness doesn't intimidate me. What I'm good at doesn't intimidate them. We're able now to come together and flow together and work together, even as we're doing right now. And so I don't know if one of you want to comment or talk to this.
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt that. I've always felt that. I've always felt this this level of protectiveness from you. That's why when that time I mentioned to start this off, when you said you're not going to repeat these, we're going to make sure. I believed it all. I trusted you, you know, and I trusted you because I felt safe, and knowing that you had my back. That situation you talked about at the school didn't necessarily end well, and this, he was so much of a protector that even putting himself in harm's way, he's willing to do that to protect me, and I saw that. I recognized. I mean, you had a nice little shiner.
He said he got jumped after that.
Yeah, he did. He did. I remember being a little
by 15 men.
Not just, it was, some was teenagers, but some were like 19, 20, around there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, it's wonderful, but I think what's important is that, again, when someone models things for you and they demonstrate it for you, then you do that same thing in turn, and that's how I felt when Molly was born. I remember it all. I was in 3rd grade when he was born, and my philosophy was always to try to keep him as close to me as possible and try to do things with him. I went to college with you. You remember my freshman year. He went to college with me a couple times. Wow. Matter of fact, this guy was at my last game. I think I set the conference scoring record. He was right there and rode the bus with us. That usually didn't happen. Wow. So thank you, Coach Ryder. Wow. But he camped a number of times, and I just thought it was that important to I guess pay it forward to do what had been done for me as well. So that comes from you, bro. Wow. That comes from you, man. So it's really interesting. A lot of things I see manifested in the ministry today, these are all things that were there before, and that we had to experience years and years ago. But now they're refined and they're purposeful and applied to to specific things. So that's my take.
There's something that you said yesterday that I want you and Molly to comment on. There's something that you said yesterday, and that's this. We were talking about people developing the grit, that grit in order to be able to, because you need the grit. You talked about the 10,000 hour rule. That was very powerful. Yeah. I mean, that was really, really powerful, and I hope many people were challenged by it. But you talked about the grit that was needed in order to succeed. And what you said yesterday was that grit that basically, be honest, all of us have. Yeah. You talked about it being developed through adversity. Yeah. Talk about that, you and Molly.
Yeah, isn't that something? That's wild. I remember years ago, and I listen to everything, right? So as the middle brother, I listened to a lot. But I remember years ago, I don't know if you remember, I think we were at Stillwell at the time. You preached about pressure. You made the analogy, pressure, and bringing out what's the best inside of somebody. You talked about toothpaste, the tube of toothpaste. Remember that? You said without that pressure applied to the toothpaste, you can never get out the greatness from inside of it. Yes. But it's the same thing, and it's supported and backed by research. This is actually what my dissertation study revealed. This idea of grit. It's crazy. So what I did was, coming from New York City, and there's this thing where you have people of color, and in particular, people of African descent that don't perform on the same level as their majority peers. So I wanted to take a positive spin and look at it and say, well, I know what my family's experience is, and we've been able to be successful. I want to identify what traits are common and inherent to those people that allowed them to be able to overcome all these challenges.
This is powerful.
Right? So I identified 9 factors that research says allow individuals to be successful and to go through school and be successful and do great. And it's relationships with teachers, it's intrinsic motivation, it's extra exposure to extra tutoring, it's parental involvement. There were all these other factors. So I thought it was going to be one thing. I surveyed I probably surveyed 200 and something people. And some were college students, there were college graduates, with master's degrees, and those with above a master's degree. There were people, aside from that, in terms of earnings. I broke the different categories down. And it was crazy what I found out, right? So I started this in 2000, I started my study in 2006. And I finished this in 2010. What I thought it was going to be, what was the most determining factor, wasn't what I had expected. Wow. And I was like, when I'm looking over the results, I'm like, this can't be right. I mean, this can't be correct. What I found was the most impactful thing that allowed individuals to be successful was two pieces. It was intrinsic motivation and resilience, right? So intrinsic motivation, as we talked about, God set something inside of you, right? So I have this engagement, I'm motivated, and resilience. Resilience and grit mean the same thing. It's this toughness. So it was crazy when I started to explore this more. I wound up getting linked with this lady who wrote a book. It's called Grit. This lady leads the world in grit. She works for the University of Pennsylvania. Wow. And she invited me to be part of her grit study or whatever. Wow. And in terms of her research, and in terms of what the research says, the only thing that successful people have in common, there's one thing, no matter what the industry is, no matter what it is you do, you could be a preacher, you could be a police officer, you could be an internet guru, you can be a school administrator. The one thing they have in common is they have grit. Wow. That's it. Wow. So now I remember asking, I was like, Dr. Duckworth, can you explain to me, how does one develop grit? And at the time, she's like, well, I don't really have it defined, but I've kind of started to define this over time. And it goes back to what you preached about. It goes back to pressure, right? So pressure is akin to adversity. The only way that you can get the toothpaste out of that tube is by putting pressure, or dealing, that tube has to be placed under some adversity. Who you are as a person, who you are, who I am, we have to be placed under adversity to be able to get those things that's within us, to get them out. And as parents, what do we try to do many times? We try
Stop it from happening.
We don't want our kids to suffer. We don't want our kids to struggle. And it's this fine balance, that where we have to let them struggle a little bit, but then we have to be there to be able to support them. Let them struggle a little bit, but be able to support them. So adversity is critical. The only way you will develop grit is by going through some stuff. You got to go through stuff. If you don't go through anything, you will not develop grit. You will not mature. You will not evolve. You will not nurture into what it is that you need to become. So when you're going through something, rejoice. Yes. Be happy. Be happy. Be happy, bro. Yeah. When you're going through something, be happy and rejoice, because God is setting you up for something. So
that's awesome.
Wow.
What I'll say to expound on that is, in my field, when, for instance, I have videos on YouTube, on different platforms that have reached hundreds of millions of people. My family channel, the So in Love family channel, we have 500 million views. So people look at that and they see success, and it is successful. But while you're going through this path of success, there's tons and tons of adversity that you're going through that people have no clue that you're facing these type of trials and tribulations. So usually when I start to see negativity, like negative comments and stuff, my wife is on right now, my wife Siobhan, Dangerous Diva. Babe, what happens? When we see the negative comments, we say, we're rich! It's on the way! Guess what? But you know why? Because we're facing adversity now. Yeah. So we actually get excited at the adversity and excited at the challenge, because we know what's waiting for us on the other side. So many people get envious of, they're jealous of people that are successful. But what did you just talk about grit? Everyone has had to go through some type of experience to get to that level that they're at. You know what I mean? So everyone has made different sacrifices. I have been there to witness my brother's sacrifices, and like they're sharing, or like my brother just shared, like as a parent, you don't want to see that happen. Well, as a younger brother, I don't want to see that happen.
Yeah.
So it's times that I've been babysitter for his children, babysitter for his children. I'll do whatever I can to try to help, try to assist. And, you know, at the end of the day, you can add as much as you can, but there's something that God needs to happen. There's a diamond that's being built under pressure. You know what I mean? So this process, it has to happen, and we can't stop it. For myself, like I said, I refer so much to my brothers and their experiences because their lives, I'm so deeply rooted in them. Many of their friends, 8 years older than me, 12 years older than me, they're friends of my friends.
Absolutely.
Like literally, these are my, like I know these people because I've been so deeply rooted into both of your lives. I've gone to Africa with him. Me and Kwame have gone all over the place together as well. So their friends are my friends. And I say all that to say, it wasn't until I got into my 20s and once I got married and that now here it is, I'm now going through some serious experiences. So you guys saw my younger son come in here for a minute. My younger son, Josiah. Josiah is a miracle baby. Josiah was born at 1 pound. My wife was 24 weeks pregnant, and prior to that, a year and a half before that, we had lost a child. We lost our daughter, Kyra, who she was born at 22 and a half weeks. She was 1 pound, and the doctor told me that they were going to do everything within their will to help my child. Everything's going to be okay. And then it was kind of like within a half hour's time, they reneged on me and kind of just went ahead and said, oh no, we're not going to provide any help, any type of assistance. This child is going to be born, and then in a couple moments she's going to be gone. So that was a devastating moment in my life. Yep. And I'm wondering, why am I going through this? Like, God, I've tried to do everything by the book possible that I could. I've been a good steward. I'm helping other people. I'm positive. I'm faithful to my wife. I'm taking care of my children. Why am I experiencing this? Why am I going through this? Like, even as I'm talking to you now, I wish my daughter was here. But one day the Spirit was speaking to me, and God said to me, well, did you want me to take you instead? Did you want me to take your wife instead? And I was like, no. And the Spirit told me, well, I needed a piece of you and your wife in heaven. So, I mean, my body was like trembling when I was told this, and I was like, wow. So we have a purpose on earth, but our daughter had a purpose in heaven. So I was like, well, okay, I'm fine now, Lord, but I still really miss my child. So a year and a half passes, and my son, the miracle baby Josiah, is born. But guess what? We're going through the same experience again. Only difference is we said we're not going to go to the same hospital. We're going to go to a hospital that definitely can provide the care for this child. So 24 and a half weeks pregnant, and my wife is going into preterm labor yet again. And I'm like, right before my child was, right before Josiah was about to be born, I had a talk with God, and I told God, I said, now, I gave you the last one. I let you have the last one, but I want this child. I want this one. And I started to decree and declare who he was going to be. And I didn't even want his name to be Josiah. Like, I hadn't even chosen a name for him, but my wife had a dream. She had a vision that his name was Josiah. Mm-hmm. She had a vision of this. So she said, I have a vision of what his name is, what type of person he's going to be. He's going to be a king. And I kind of balked at the whole idea, but here it is now. As my child is being born, I'm decreeing and declaring who he's going to be to God. So I'm telling God, I said, I want this child. I want this child. I want him to be healthy. And he's going to, him, his brother J-Funk, and me, all three of us are going to fulfill our purpose in this world as it is in heaven. We will minister your word. This boy is going to be a child of God. He's going to be healthy, and I want him to, he's going to be a star athlete. And I intentionally said that because in order for that to happen, from a 1-pound baby, he would have to be healthy. Mm-hmm. He would have to be fully functional. So I decree this, I declare this, and then my wife gives birth.
How big was he in your hand? Just to show you in your hand.
Well, he was smaller than this microphone. Like, yeah, he could fit in my hand like this. I refused to touch him like that. I mean, I would hold his hand, but I refused to go to that next level with him at the time. So he's born now. He's not breathing though. He's not breathing. I just prayed to God. So, God, are you real? I didn't say that to myself. I know that he's real. Mm-hmm. But I constantly will put him to the test because I believe his word. I believe that he will supply all my needs. So 5 minutes has passed. Oh, he's still not breathing. Wow. There's nothing. So I'm just looking at him. 7 minutes pass. I start speaking in tongues. I start praying. Instantly, I heard a cry. I heard a cough and a cry. And the doctors were like pumping his chest. And think about how small of a chest this is.
Jesus, man.
Think about how small of a body a 1-pound body is. So they're pumping his chest. They're doing different things to try to bring life into this child. So once I started to pray, he began to breathe. He began to have a heartbeat. And I mean, from that moment on, I was happy, but now it's a test. He's here, but there's a test now because he was born with complications. My son is he's listed as a special needs child. He had grade 3, grade 4 bleeds in his brain. So because of these bleeds in his brain, they're saying he's not going to last past 1 week. He's not going to last past 1 week. At one point, I'm smiling. I would go to the hospital every day, every night, and spend as much time as I could with him. First day, he held my hand. I could give him my finger, and he held my hand so strong that I knew that he was strong. I knew he had life in him. And my wife, we would just constantly just be in prayer at the same time. So what ends up happening is it was the 6th day of him being in the hospital. I'll go into detail a little bit. I had a dream. That night that one of the doctors snapped my son's neck. So I was so devastated that I ran to the hospital. So I go to the hospital to see him late at night, about 3, 4 in the morning, and I'm just talking with him and everything. And you know, my wife would pray. She would sing to him too. My wife is a singer, so she would sing different gospel songs to our son. And you know, he would look at us and everything. So the doctor tells me, he's like, why do you come here happy? Why are you smiling like this? I'm like, if you knew what I went through with my last child, you would know that I'm so excited to have this child be born. So the doctor said, has the head doctor talked to you? I said, no. I talked to the head doctor, and he tells me, my wife, he's like, well, I just want you to know your child is gonna. I don't think he's gonna make it. He's gonna have many issues in life. If he does make it, he's not gonna walk. He probably won't talk regular.
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna give you opportunity now. Do you want me to pull the plug? He asked me, do you want me to pull the plug? And my wife said, no. We believe that we are a faith-based, God-fearing family, and we believe in miracles.
We believe.
So we believe that God is going to perform a miracle with our child, and he will be our miracle baby. So you believe, but are you willing to go through the test? Because it was not until, well, before I say that, it was not until 5.5 months later that our son was able to come home from the hospital. So we spent nearly 6 months in the hospital, day by day, with our child to see him get the proper care, to, try to give him whatever we could until he was able to get out the hospital. So he was transferred from one hospital to another hospital after 7 days. And it was so constantly, a constant battle, constant test of faith, because can you imagine your child is on a breathing machine. He's got all these tubes and he's on a breathing machine, and then can you imagine that they tell you that they're about to transfer him to another hospital? Wow. So they take him and in the incubator and all that. They take him and they put him, first I'm worried about them going downstairs in the elevator with him. Is he gonna still be breathing by the time we get down to the elevator? Then they put him in an ambulance to transfer him to a hospital that's 30 miles away. And then tell us we can't go we can't even go inside of the ambulance with him. Mm-hmm. So we're driving behind and we're not in control. All we can do is pray, have hope, have faith that everything's gonna be okay. We make it into this next hospital, and I see scriptures on the wall. The hospital is Loma Linda Hospital, which is it's a hospital, a Christian hospital, a Seventh-day Adventist hospital. Mm-hmm. He received excellent care there. Mm-hmm. He actually had to have 5 surgeries while he was there. So, talk about going through a test. So 5.5 months passed. Our son finally gets off of these breathing machines. He's able to come home, and they give us these breathing machines as well. Mm-hmm. And constantly there are people telling us all of the complications, all of the things that we're gonna go through raising this micro preemie child, all of the things about how it's going to be so hard and all of the things he won't be able to do. Mm-hmm. But knowing the God that we serve, knowing the miracles that he can perform, we constantly speak positivity. Something that I developed from you, bro, to be honest with you. Constantly seeing things not as though they were. Constantly speaking positivity over our child. And wow, when people see Miracle Baby Josiah, most people don't even know that he was a micro preemie at all.
And he wound up with no complications, right?
No complications. I mean, there's certain things he has. This thing's like a VP shunt, which is inside his head. He had surgery in his head. You know what I mean? So I'm talking it now because he's not here. I don't want him to ever feel less than. So I have to adjust even content that we create with him. I can't share the story with it on the normal platforms I share it because he's such a genius. He'll watch the content and he'll know what's going on. Yeah. So I don't want him to feel like he's a test study or something like that. But he is doing excellent. His speech is well. He's athletic. A video of our son at 2 years old was selected to be a part of a Major League Baseball commercial. So here it is, a child who you're telling me you should have killed or got rid of, is now a living miracle, and he's featured in something for his talent. So it's an amazing feeling, but it also was the biggest test of my life thus far. You want to talk about COVID? That, I'm not speaking down on it, but I had much bigger obstacles with my children than what is currently going on right now. So I'm just bringing that up to say, regardless of who you are, there is a test that you are going to have to go through, adversity you're going to have to go through in order to get to that next level. So part of this 500 million views, a lot of it is Miracle Baby Josiah being featured within our content. There's people who want to see the progress within our child. He has his own audience. He has his own channel, the Miracle Baby Josiah channel.
Doesn't he have tens of thousands of followers already?
He already has about 40-something thousand followers on his channel. We have 590,000 followers on our channel. But Josiah has a doctor series. He's a doctor in his videos, and he performs miracles on different people. He helps people that's sick, and he said, guys, remember, I'm a miracle and you're a miracle, and miracles happen every day. So it's amazing. God is just amazing. I want you guys, like my brother said, never quit, never give up, because that blessing that is waiting for you, it is right around the corner. I had the worst year of my life, and then it followed with some of the best years of my life. And I believe that many more great years are to come, because we stood the test. We were able to get through the very difficult test. So with that moving forward, if you got a 1600, Kwame, on the SAT, are you worried about any other tests really?
I'm not.
So
I'm not.
You're not gonna be worried about any other tests. It's another test, but we got this. You know what I mean? So guys, if you have gone through a tough test, just know any test to follow, you got this.
Yeah, little Josie is he's full of so much life. That's the best word I can say. He's full of so much life. You saw him come up on the stage right here and come next to his daddy. Another thing, when I was visiting with you, one of the greatest memories that I have is I remember sitting downstairs at your table and him waking up whenever he woke up, and he says, "Daddy, I'm up," and you running upstairs to him and jumping in his bed, and you told me you did that every day. Mm-hmm. Absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. That was touching for me, man. Believe it or not, that moment right there was touching and symbolic of the level of support, commitment, and you saying, "Listen, I'm going to be there for you. I'm in your life," and that connection you have.
I want to say one more thing about that, and the reason why I'm able to do just that and be there for my child, the part of why he is able to succeed is because me and my wife, we run our own businesses. Majority of that means that we work from home. Mm-hmm. So as a result of that, we're able to be successful while raising our children at the same time. So
tremendous.
Had it been any different, I don't know what the outcome would be. But you know what I mean? I'm blessed and I'm fortunate to be able to be there for every moment of my children's lives.
Tremendous.
Wow. I'm sitting there in amazement. Obviously, I got a lot to say, but I'm not going to say it now man. All right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to give you guys, we'll start with you, Morley, and then we'll go to Kwame, and then I'm going to have just closing final remarks. But again, for people, you guys really don't even have to say any more than what you've said already. You've said so much stuff. I mean, listen, I was even taking notes. You said so many things. Kwame said so many things that if you can't take what you. Do they need to say anything else? Really? They said so much stuff already, but I'm just going to give you, just to be proper. We're going to give you final remarks. We're going to start with you, Molly. Then we'll go to Kwame.
Okay, so I see someone saying that I would love for you, men, to mentor my son. Absolutely. I have a mentorship program with my Coach AP. I go by, so I coach younger kids. All three of us. All three of us coach kids.
This lady's in California also, and she said in her last post, I can't go all the way back to it, but she had somebody in her family that had cancer or something like that. Went to Loma Linda also. Wow. Same hospital.
Wow.
And they recovered.
Wow.
Yeah.
Listen.
So the same person that's talking to you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it is powerful for you to there's power in praise, there's power in prayer. It is that important for you to have positive words spoken over your life to help you get to that next level. It's part of what has helped me get to that next level. So that is a big thing that I do with kids that I coach, with adults that I coach, with small business owners that I coach. For one, it's about having the experience, having the expertise and the skill set, and being able to identify how you can help people. But another thing. Oh wow! Another thing also is knowing your field. So with Coach AP, you can contact me on coachap.net or book AP at w2mg.com. What I will do is me and my team, what we do is we help take people to that next level. It's like people are constantly looking for encouragement from me and my family. Like even us having a brand like the So in Love family, there are so many people who contact us for prayer, so many people who contact us for just people are going through tough times and challenges right now. You know what I mean? And people need help. People need support. So I just want to let you guys know that my doors are open. My doors are open to help you guys get through. If I can make it, if my brothers can make it, so can you guys make it as well. So my doors are open. CoachAP.net. I'm here.
Yeah, that's awesome stuff, man. That's really good. And I'm not going to repeat exactly what he just said, but I think the important thing that resonates with me is just this idea of being connected. Naturally, we're connected. You mentioned through DNA and through sharing the same blood, and we're connected by having two parents that are still alive. But for those that don't have the physical brothers or siblings in a relationship like this, you have spiritual brothers and sisters that you can connect with by being connected with a great ministry and being a part of a great ministry. I'm fortunate that I've had both. So I can tell so many stories about Omar and I growing up and our level of connection, and Molly and I and growing up. I mean, we need dozens of these sessions to be able to tell individual moments and tell about different stories. But this idea of connection is important. And I'll mention, so I was connected. We were Victory International Christian Fellowship at the time, but we were connected. When you're connected and God is working on you and helping to develop your purpose, that people within that spiritual family impact and helped you also. I see Cynthia on here, and Cynthia has a special place in my heart. So Sister Cynthia, she is so faithful and loyal and such a special person. But when I was a teacher in New York, Cynthia, tell them what you used to call me all the time. I don't know if she's still here, but she would call me principal. Yeah. I don't know why she called me principal, but she used to call me principal. And probably it was my first year that I was teaching. She would call me that. I don't know if it's something God placed on her mind, if something God placed on her heart or whatever, but that was something that she would say. Every time I see, hey, here's the principal. Oh, this is the principal right here, the principal, all the time. And it's amazing how God places things on the hearts of those within your spiritual family, as well as your physical blood family, And those are things he's speaking into you to get that into your mind so you can be prepared for it and you can get ready for it because the opportunity is going to come. There she is. That's right. Yes. Yes. So I appreciate you, sis. But nonetheless, get connected. That's important. That's important.
I have a gift for my brothers. Me being a tech entrepreneur, I'm all about creating more opportunities. So I created a platform called theblacktube.com, and this platform, similar to a YouTube, where you can get your content seen by the masses. So I have a gift for my brothers.
Wow.
From theblacktube.com.
Wow.
Usually anyone that donates to this platform, we're doing a crowdfund right now, so anyone that donates $100.
Can I open it?
You can open it. Anyone that donates $100 or more, they get this gift.
Wow.
But my brothers they're getting this gift, so I just want you guys to see what
nice.
Size you need.
Me?
What size you need?
I need an extra large.
Okay. What size?
Or a large. This is a double X.
All right, so I'm gonna get you an extra large then.
This is 3X.
3X?
So I'm gonna get you guys the.
What you trying to say, man? What you trying to say,
we
bro?
throwing it back.
Shirt, 2X.
Look, we throwing it back to the Blessed Brothers Day, to the early 2000s with the baggy shirts. That's all.
There we go. No, this is cool though. This is cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So just.
Thank you, sis. Siobhan, Dangerous Diva. Thank you for taking care of my brother so well. I love you. Thank you for the shirt.
Oh, somebody said, "Hey, 3X, that's my size." Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
one of my new guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that's it. You guys, it's just. I just want to know how many of you think that me and my brothers need to get on camera more often. If you believe that, I need you to. Normally, I would say leave a like, but what is it that they do?
They can message me. They actually can reach out to you.
What's that good thing though that you do on there that with the money that you put in? Cause I don't use Facebook Live as much. What is that? What is it? The stars. If you think that we should go on live together,
when they do stars, that means
we need some stars.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see. I want to see some stars.
The stars mean they would have to give. Once they start hitting those stars, because the stars equal money.
Okay.
You guys want to see me and my brothers more often. I came out here from California. If you, because look at them, they're saying we need this more often. If you want to see more of this, we need some stars. Yeah. All right? But I really enjoyed it.
Mom with the thumbs up.
I really enjoyed
Hey, Mom.
Yep. Yeah, Ma, she's always, as a matter of fact, when she's on the prayer, she's always, every day sends stars.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of people that do that every day. A lot of the people, even, because we have a lot of people from overseas as well, they usually go in that direction, even in terms of giving with the stars.
Awesome.
Yep. So the last thing that I want to do as we close out,
There go some stars.
yeah, I see some Miranda. God bless you, Miranda. I think it's Miranda. Lewis. Lewis is a great guy. He's one of our new guys also too. This is what I want to encourage you guys to do as we're closing out, because obviously we have, believe it or not, I have the school of ministry at 7, which I wasn't going to do, but I am going to do. So I put it out there. I'm not going to go long, but I'm going to still do it. And then me and Morley, we're supposed to come back for another live. We'll see how that goes after the school of ministry. But this is what I want to do here right now. Me and my brother Kwame, we were talking one day, and he was sharing some things with me concerning one of our guys, and I actually saw him come on the video. I don't know if you noticed, Wyclef came on. Wyclef.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on from Nigeria. No, excuse me, not Nigeria, from Kenya. And so this is what we're gonna do. Is that obviously a handful of you guys that are on right now. What I want to do is I want to receive I want to receive an offering, but I want to receive an offering, and we're going to send it to Kenya. We're going to send it to Kenya to help the Wycliffe. There's so many things that Bishop Wycliffe, I still don't know how to say his last name, Wakhungu. But Bishop Wycliffe is doing so much stuff. I saw him on the video a little while ago. And what we want to do is whatever you guys give right now, we're going to send it. We'll send it over by way of PayPal. We'll send it over by way of PayPal to Bishop Wycliffe to help him with the ministry there.
He has a school.
He has a school
of orphan kids.
Yeah, he has a school of orphan kids. As a matter of fact, you went with me to Kenya.
Yep.
So, I mean, you can tell the people yourself how it is in Kenya, especially when it comes to the kids. It's no joke, man. And so what we're going to do again, the giving information is going on the screen. Whatever the Lord puts on your heart, as you give, again, we're going to take it all and we're going to send it over to Kenya. We're going to send it to Bishop Wycliffe. Wycliffe, I don't know if you're still on, but if you're still on, please let me know that you're on. I know how you are. You obviously would want to say thank you to the people that are helping. And so if you are still on, please let us know that you're on, so that you would have an opportunity just to type in thank you. All right. And so whatever you want.
He's there.
Oh, he's there. Yeah, he's saying thanks. All right. So you see the name Wycliffe.
Wycliffe Wakhungu.
I'm not even trying to say the last name, because I'm going to announce it American way. I know if Kwame pronounces it, it's going to be off too, because he's going to pronounce it the American way. Yeah, Wycliffe W. Let's leave it there. So anyway, whatever you guys give, those of you guys that are watching by way of YouTube, I know you guys are watching by YouTube. Whatever you give right now, we're going to send it to Africa. And trust me when I tell you this, you want to see God's blessings in your life, never forget people that are less fortunate than you. Never forget people. Even when you start coming up, never forget your family. Never forget your family. Never forget people, especially in your family, that may need help. And then also, like this, when there's somebody that's been relating to us and that we've been helping. As a matter of fact, we did a prayer. It was amazing. We did a prayer one night. It was a 2 a.m. prayer. It was a lot of people on the 2 a.m. prayer, Morley and Kwame. And so I felt led to go in a direction. Wycliffe came on, and I just said, I want everybody to bless Wycliffe. Man, I think the money was about, I think we sent them $2,000.
Wow.
The next day.
And
So
That's
y'all
awesome.
know the economy in Kenya, man.
Is it still 77 and a half shillings?
It's higher now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was almost during that time. It was like 90 to 100 to $1.
Wow.
So I forgot how much it was when we sent it. I think it was 200,000 or 195,000 Kenyan shillings.
They're trying to get a water well. You know that they were traveling 30 minutes to go get water and 30 minutes to come back.
I mean, you guys, thank you, Anthony. I saw Anthony sold. You guys would never know. You would have to go. Now they're very, very rich people. I was telling Kwame this. I mean, it's some rich people in Africa.
Oh, yeah.
The people that are rich, they're rich, but there's no middle class there. Either you're rich or poor. And so we have to, people of God, we have to, I'm leaving it at that. We have to be able to help out and be a blessing to other people. All right. And so again, thank you guys that are giving. I want to remind you guys, I see some of the School of Ministry students on here. Obviously, it's a lot of you guys, a lot of people that's not on. We will be back at 7 o'clock for the School of Ministry. After I'm done with that, it'll probably be like an hour or so. I'm going to come back with Jamahl, and we're going to sort of wrap up. We're going to wrap up the School of Business. Amen. And so I know that many people, obviously Good Friday, there are people at Good Friday services and functions and those types of things. But I'm still going to go with the School of Ministry because we have too many people that follow the School of Ministry. So we're going to go with it at 7. Please don't forget that. And then please don't forget, again, right afterwards, about 9 o'clock, we're going to come back again with our last session with myself and my brother. But again, I wanted to thank my brother, Kwame Morton. I wanted to thank, again, my brother, Jamahl Morton. And, man, I'm just, it was fun. I'm excited. I just got so many things in my head. I guess I'll say it off of camera because I don't want to sound like, braggadocious, but I'm excited about the Morton brothers. I'm excited about what I see God about to do. Is that Tony Taylor?
Tony.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony, man. Tony he's been going through for about a couple of months, but he's pretty much recovered from COVID now.
Wow.
Yeah, he was dealing with that at the beginning of the year. And so, but anyway, if you guys don't have nothing else to say, we're gonna close out, go off, and we will catch you guys again. I'll catch you guys at 7. Me and my brother Jamahl will catch you guys again back at 9 o'clock. Amen. Until then, remember all of the things you heard today. You got to stay strong. Never give up.